Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards wants ex-Mauricio Umansky to grow up, feels his PDA-filled romances are pathetic, and hates their daughters have to witness his behavior. Kyle Richards has had enough of her estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky's busy dating life, and wishes he would grow up. As Mauricio, 54, continues to enjoy a revolving door of women, which included an outing with model Claudia Kay in Aspen at the end of last year, and a butt-grabbing makeout session with a mystery blonde in Los Angeles last month. The 56-year-old Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member is said to be tuning him out. Kyle sees Mauricio's flings as a bit of a running joke at this point. An insider told Life in Style on June 5. She's honestly not even surprised anymore when he's spotted making out with someone new. If anything, she'd be shocked if he wasn't out there with some flavor of the week. Kyle thinks it's pathetic, the source continued, noting that she doesn't like that the three daughters they share, including Alexa Umansky, 28, Sophia Umansky, 25, and Portia Umansky, 17, have to witness Mauricio's antics. Kyle hates that the girls have to open social media and see their dad acting like he's in his 20s again. But she's not going to engage in the drama with him anymore. She's just rolling her eyes and keeping her distance, the insider stated. Kyle doesn't want to argue or even talk about it with him. She's just thankful he's not her responsibility anymore. She's focused on her own life, her own peace, and letting him make his own mistakes, without her getting dragged into the mess, the source concluded. In addition to their biological children, Mauricio also played a major role in the life of his stepdaughter, Farah Al-Jafri, 36, whose engagement to Alex Manos ended shortly after Kyle and Mauricio split. Months ago, amid the RHOBH Season 14 reunion, Kyle admitted that the steady stream of photos of Mauricio and his latest flames had an impact on their family, especially the images of him kissing his now ex-girlfriend, Nikita Khan, 34, in Mykonos, Greece. He apologized and he felt horrible. And he got a tongue lashing from the four other Kyles. Kyle shared on the episode, signaling her daughters. I don't feel angry. But when I saw those photos, it was very jarring at first because to me, in my mind, that's my husband of all these years. How weird to see him with another woman at all, she added. In the glamorous yet emotionally turbulent world of Beverly Hills, there are few names more synonymous with drama, diamonds, and the roller coaster of high-profile love than Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky. Once one of reality television's golden couples, their separation after 27 years of marriage shocked fans, not just because of the split itself, but because of what came after. Now Kyle is breaking her silence in ways that pull back the velvet curtain on fame, family, and frustration. Sources close to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star say that Kyle has reached her limit with Mauricio's post-breakup behavior. What she once viewed as endearing charm has, in her eyes, spiraled into something far less mature. A series of public, over-the-top, PDA-filled romances that feel more like attention grabs than authentic love stories. Kyle reportedly describes them as pathetic, and it's not out of bitterness. It's about dignity, the legacy of a decades-long marriage, and most importantly, the impact on their daughters. Kyle is protective, not just of her image but of her family, said a longtime friend of the reality star. She's not trying to police Mauricio's love life, but seeing him gallivant around the world with women half his age, kissing and holding hands in front of the paparazzi, is just not something she wants her daughters internalizing. Indeed, the couple share four daughters, Farah, Alexa, Sophia, and Portia, all of whom have grown up in the limelight. Kyle has made it clear that her top priority is shielding them from the emotional whiplash of their parents' evolving dynamic. And while she's no stranger to the pressures of public life, having herself grown up in Hollywood, she expected better judgment from her ex. She doesn't care that he's dating again, the insider added. She just wishes he'd do it with more discretion. There's a way to move on gracefully, especially when kids are involved. It's not just Kyle's private opinions either. On recent episodes of Housewives, fans have seen her struggling to balance heartache with public scrutiny. Viewers have watched as she tried to process Mauricio's newfound bachelor lifestyle, a whirlwind of yacht vacations, flirty Instagram stories, and sightings with mystery women in Miami, Ibiza, and beyond. In one particularly emotional confessional, Kyle stated, "It's not about jealousy. It's about respect, for me, for our marriage, and for our children. This isn't just a tabloid headline to them, this is their family." For Mauricio, the story is perhaps less complicated. Sources from his circle say he's simply enjoying the next chapter of his life. After nearly 3 decades in a monogamous marriage, he's embracing his freedom, relaunching his image as a luxury real estate mogul with a new edge. But critics, including Kyle, argue that his rebranding feels forced and juvenile. "It's giving midlife crisis," one fan commented after photos surfaced of Mauricio kissing a bikini-clad influencer on a beach in Tulum. And while social media clout may be the new currency in some circles, Kyle reportedly sees it as a cheap trade-off for dignity. Friends say she's been particularly upset by how this new behavior plays out in front of their youngest daughter, Portia, who is still a teenager. "Portia is at such a sensitive age," the friend said. "She's navigating young adulthood, identity, relationships, and watching her father parade around with women like he's auditioning for The Bachelor is confusing and hurtful." While Kyle has been more low-key in her post-split public life, she's hardly been idle. The actress and entrepreneur has been leaning into her friendships, her fitness journey, and what some are calling a quiet glow-up. Rumors swirled around her closeness with country singer Morgan Wade, which Kyle has downplayed. But even then, she's maintained a sense of mystery and restraint that some say Mauricio could learn from. "There's a difference between moving on and showing off," another source close to Kyle stated. Kyle has always believed in letting actions speak louder than headlines. Still, Mauricio's side of the story is more than just salacious gossip. In interviews, he's spoken openly about the difficulties of their split and the mutual respect that still exists. But as his behavior becomes more flamboyant, questions arise about whether that respect is holding up, or whether it's just for the cameras. One industry observer put it plainly, "There's a fine line between starting fresh and starting a PR campaign, and it feels like Mauricio is running the latter." To be fair, navigating a high-profile breakup while under the lens of reality television is no easy feat. Both Kyle and Mauricio have been criticized for different aspects of their post-divorce lives. But the stark contrast between Kyle's controlled, thoughtful demeanor and Mauricio's sun-soaked flirtations is creating a narrative that's hard to ignore.